So now in this video number 2, so we have to learn and discuss about the types of chemical reactions. Okay, in the last video we are learn about the definition of chemical equation and chemical reaction and some activities, okay, through which we understand that in the chemical changes heat is liberated, color is changed, state is changed, and evolution of a gas. So after that come across some important types of chemical equations, and this is very important as a point of view of examination. So one by one start to study the types of chemical reactions. So the types of chemical reaction, take number 1, that is a combination reaction. Okay, so before going to the definition, first take example. Okay, different types of example. By studying the different types of example, we are all try to frame the definition. Okay, so one famous example which we learned in the video number 1, that is the burning of magnesium ribbon. Okay, so in the first video we are observe the how the magnesium ribbon is burned in the presence of oxygen. If you not see, means watch that video number 1. Okay, so in this here I directly write the equation, that is magnesium, okay, that is solid in state, okay, reacts with oxygen present in the atmosphere gases, it is formed magnesium oxide, a white powder, okay, which dazzling white light. A white powder is called as magnesium oxide because of the oxygen. Okay, I write here magnesium oxide. Okay, magnesium oxide, a white powder. So balance here 2 and 2. Okay, 2 magnesium, 2 oxygen. So balance here. So observe that in this equation. Okay, in the LHS side, okay, in the reactant side, we observe that 2 substances are there, and in the RHS side, that is in the product side, we observe that only one substance is there. Means reactant 2 they combine together and they form a single product. Okay, so what is the combination reaction? It is combination addition reaction. Okay, so combination reaction is a reaction in which 2 or more substances, here 2 substances there, 2 or more substances combine together to form a single product. Okay, Mg, magnesium oxide, is a single product, white powder. So it is called as combination reaction. So take another example which is called calcium oxide. Okay, which is given textbook, calcium oxide. Okay, I write here calcium oxide. Okay, example 1. Okay, take another example, calcium oxide plus water. Okay, see, when we added water slowly to the calcium oxide, and the calcium oxide is also called as a quicklime. Okay, very important, remember this name, quicklime. Most of the time in examination they ask quicklime react with water. So quicklime nothing but calcium oxide, CaO. So quicklime. So when water is added to the quicklime or calcium oxide, what happened? We observe that calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice, is obtained plus heat energy. So this is observed here. 2 substances are there. One substance is calcium oxide, other substance is water. When water is reacts with the calcium oxide, what happened? A single product is obtained along with the liberation of heat. So this is one type of combination reaction. Okay, so what is combination reaction? Combination reaction is a reaction in which 2 or more substances combine together to form a single product. Okay, so write a definition: 2 or more substances are combined, chemically combined. Okay, chemically combined together to form a single product. Okay, to form a single product, that is magnesium oxide and calcium hydroxide. So this is called as combination reaction. So the another very important in this example 2, okay, example 2 when the observed is a combination reaction, right? Two or more substances combined to the form a single substance combination reaction, plus here heat is given, okay. So heat is liberated here, okay. So if in any reaction, if heat is liberated, okay, the reaction in which heat is liberated is called as an exothermic reaction. So it is what? Exothermic in nature, okay, exothermic reaction, okay. So the magnesium plus oxygen is magnesium oxide is example for combination reaction, and the calcium oxide plus water is an calcium hydroxide plus heat is an example for combination reaction, and also example for exothermic reaction. So in the examination they ask what calcium oxide plus water is an example for, okay, the reaction of calcium oxide and water is an example for which reaction? So it is example for combination reaction as well as an exothermic reaction, okay. So one point I forget here. So calcium oxide reacts with water, calcium hydroxide, okay. Common name is slake lime, okay, also called as a slake lime, okay, slake lime. Calcium hydroxide is also called as slake lime. So this is what about a combination reaction. So again repeated, two or more substances are there, magnesium oxide react with each other to form a single product, magnesium oxide. Here also two products combined together form a calcium oxide, hydroxide, slake lime, a single product along with the liberation of heat. So it is called an exothermic reaction, okay. So what is exothermic reaction? The reaction in which write down the reaction in which heat is liberated, okay, heat is liberated along the product also form, heat also liberated is called as exothermic reaction. So this is beautiful example for exothermic reaction. Calcium oxide plus H2O is equal to calcium hydroxide plus water. So hope you understand this combination reaction, okay. So please note down this, okay. I will take 2 minutes and note down this example. First write down example, then write down the final definition, okay. So remember example, you get the easily definition, okay. So now, okay, write down, okay. Now see exothermic reaction, okay. Take other examples or some examples, because of the examination they ask define exothermic reaction with example. So exothermic reaction definition, the reaction in which heat is liberated, okay, exothermic reaction, and the example is this one, okay. This is one example, okay. I give other some examples, okay. So exothermic reaction is also considered as a type of reaction, okay. It is one of type of reaction, okay. So now exothermic reaction, again repeated here, exothermic reaction, okay. During the combination reaction we come across this exothermic reaction. So reaction in which heat is liberated along with the product, okay, along with the product also form, and heat is also liberated. For example, in the previous video, zinc reacts with sulfuric acid, okay. Hydrogen gas liberated along with the verb, test tube is become verb, okay. So now what is example? Examples are so many examples are there. So one example is a calcium oxide with water, okay. It is solid, it is water is liquid, okay. So calcium hydroxide is an aqueous plus heat is liberated, okay. This is one type of exothermic reaction, and some other exothermic reactions are there. Example 2, example 1. Because of in examination they ask define exothermic reaction with examples, okay. This is one example. I take another example, burning of natural gas, okay. Burning of natural gas is a one type of exothermic reaction. Then another example for is respiration, okay. Respiration is also what exothermic reaction, because during the respiration when glucose is break down into the carbon dioxide energy, some heat energy is liberated, okay. It is an exothermic reaction. When glucose in the body is cellular respiration, okay. When glucose in the body is break down in the presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide, energy is released. So that is what energy in the form of heat. So it is respiration reaction. Okay. So another fourth example of is a decomposition of vegetable matter. Okay, vegetable matter into compost. Okay, into compost is also an example for exothermic reactions. Okay, so these are all what example for exothermic reactions. So very important for examination. Okay, may they ask what is combination reaction? So you write this definition. Okay, so combination reaction is reaction in which two or more substances are combined together form a single product. Example is magnesium oxide or maybe this one. Okay, calcium oxide. Okay, next, during calcium oxide we come across the heat. So that heat is liberated, is nothing but exothermic reaction. So again come to new definition. What is exothermic reaction? Give example. So write this definition and mention these 4 examples. Okay. Okay, 4 examples are there. Remember any 2 examples. Easy examples. One is calcium oxide with water. One is burning of natural gas. One is respiration, and one is a decomposition of a vegetable matter. Okay, decomposition of biodegradable substances decompose. They form the compost. Is nothing but water. A exothermic reaction. Okay, so combination reaction and the exothermic reaction. Hope you all understand this definition. Okay, so come to the first note on this. So we come to the type 2. Okay. Now take the type number 2, that is combination reaction. Okay, so again same property, same method. First write example and then frame the definition. Okay, first take example, that is vegetable example is ferrous sulfate. Okay, ferrous sulfate. Okay, this is actually solid in state. Okay, some to know about the ferrous sulfate right here. Ferrous. Okay, ferrous sulfate. Okay, so ferrous sulfate. So ferrous sulfate actually the form of crystals like salt. Okay, common salt we have in the kitchen room. Like that, it is a crystal shape. Okay, fresh crystals which are green in color. Okay, green crystals. Okay, green crystals. Then second, it is in solution state. Okay, so what happens when decomposition takes place? See, for decomposition reaction we heat the substance. So okay, heated here. Okay, when the ferrous sulfate substance is heated in a test tube. Okay, heated in a test tube, we observe that Fe2O3 plus sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide is obtained, and here it is in solid state, it is in gaseous state, and it is in gaseous state. Okay, so this is called ferrous. Okay, it is called ferric oxide. Okay, it is called ferric oxide, and this is what? Sulfur. Okay, sulfur dioxide gas, and it is a sulfur. Okay, trioxide gas. Okay, it is sulfur trioxide gas. So observe here, this is FeSO4. When they are heated, what happened? 1, 2, 3. 3 products are obtained. Okay, it is actually opposite to the combination reaction. In the combination reaction, 2 or more substances are combined together form a single product. But in this, what? Reverse. Okay, a single substance is breakdown into 2 or more substances. It is called as a decomposition reaction. Simple. Okay, so write here definition. What is decomposition reaction? The reaction. Okay, the reaction in which one substance. Okay, one substance is breakdown into 2 or more. Okay, here 3 is there, more than 2 or more substances is called decomposition reaction. Okay, so first come to definition by using this example, very important example. Ferrous sulfate solid. Okay, write the state of matter. Yes, solid. When heated, we get the solid, gas and gas. Solid is nothing but it is ferric oxide. Okay, underline here. This is what ferric oxide, one substance, sulfur dioxide, second substance, and sulfur trioxide, third substance is octane. Okay, so memorize this reaction, right? So now, so balance this equation. So we get here 2. Okay, because Fe2, okay, S1, S1, 2, S2 and S2, O4 and O is 8, okay, 3, 4, 5 and 3, 8, okay, O also 8, so it is balanced. So now we get balanced chemical equation of a ferrous sulfate. Okay, this is one point of simple definition. What is decomposition reaction? Okay, again repeated. The reaction in which one substance is break down into one substance, ferrous sulfate, is break down into one ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and a sulfur trioxide. It is about the definition. Okay, now come to deep discussion about here. So in FeSO4 we write here green crystals. It is a green in color. Okay, so number one point which is very important. So it is, these crystals are actually having the water droplets. Okay, for example, in the kitchen room we have this salt NaCl that is look like a dry, but it is actually not dry. It is wet in nature. Okay, that is called as water of crystallization. Okay, crystals are is having water molecules, and that fixed number of water molecules is called as water of crystallization. So these have crystals having also water. But when we touch this FeSO4, we observe it is dry, but actually it is wet in nature. We call it as a water of crystallization. Okay, so water of crystallization is the fixed amount of water molecules present in the compound. Okay, in the compound. Okay, so how we write it? So as per water of crystal of FeSO4, we write FeSO4. Okay, FeSO4 having 7 molecules of FeSO4 having 7 molecules of H2O. Okay, so this dot 7 molecules of H2O I think got water of crystallization of ferrous sulfate. Okay, so water of crystallization of ferrous sulfate is how much? FeSO4 dot 7 molecules of water. Okay, so this is one point you have to remember about that. Okay, so when heat is started, when we heat the FeSO4, we observe that this color, green color, is slowly disappear, and during the heating, this green color is totally disappear, and the FeSO4 turn into the white. Okay, after some time, after heating, okay, after heating, okay, FeSO4 turns to white. Okay, why? Question mark, big question mark. Okay, actually green in color. When we start heating in test tube, we observe that slowly when heat temperature increases, the slowly green color is disappear. Okay, then the substance is green to convert into white color. Why this happened? This is because of why? This is because of loss of water of crystallization. This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, this once these 7 molecules of water disappear because of when heated the substance, these are boiling point reached and it is evaporated. When these 7 molecules are evaporated from the substance color green is loses and it get white color, and this white color is due to the loss of these 7 molecules of water of crystallization. This is the answer. Again further heat the substance. Okay, now stop. Again heat that white substance. We get a reddish brown color. Okay, reddish brown color substance, and that reddish brown color substance is nothing but what? Ferric oxide. Right. So this is what the very important point about the sulfur dioxide. Okay, ferric oxide is formed, release of the poison. Okay, these are the form. Right. Okay, so now here this is one point. Okay, first we heated green crystals, we get white. Why white? Because of loss of the water molecule. And again heated, we get reddish brown, and that reddish brown indicate the formation of a ferric oxide. Okay, ferric oxide. Again the gas is liberated, and these gas are pungent in smell, roted smell. Okay, these are roted smell. These are roted smell. Okay, very bad smell, and they are toxic in nature. Okay, they not directly inhale. Okay, do not inhale during doing this experiment. You have to cover your nose and mouth with a mask. Okay, because it is toxic and rotated smell. Okay, so these are both gases are sulfur dioxide and sulfur dioxide are rotated gases, pungent smell gases, and they are toxic in nature. So this is what about decomposition reaction. Okay, so that is one very important point here, we understand here. Okay, so another way, some important point which have to be here. So this FeSO4 is breakdown into two or more substances with the help of heat. Okay, which is called as a thermal. Okay, heat is nothing but called as in science thermal. Okay, so to decompose this FeSO4 we use heat. Okay, so in this reaction heat is used to break down this substance into two or more substances. So such a decomposition reaction is called as a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, the reaction in which heat is used to decompose the substance. Okay, what is a thermal decomposition? The heat is in the reaction in which heat is used to decompose the substance. Okay, heat is used to break down the substance is called as a thermal decomposition. Okay, this reaction is also called as right here. This reaction is also called as a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, thermal decomposition reaction. Why? Because of heat is used. Okay, why this reaction is called as thermal decomposition reaction? Because the reaction in which heat is used to, because of heat is used to decompose the substance, break down the or decompose the substance. It is called as thermal decomposition. So very important point here. Decomposition reaction is a definition of decomposition reaction. Now again we have types of decomposition reaction. So we get number one type, that is a thermal decomposition reaction. In the examination they also ask write the types of decomposition reaction. So number one type we get here, that is a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, the reaction in which the substance is break down by using heat, it is called thermal decomposition reaction. The example is this FeSO4. Okay, this is one example. Okay, so hope you understand this example. Okay, I take another one example in which we again heat is used. Okay, thermal decomposition reaction is example same, and also for decomposition reaction also example is same. So hope you understand all these points, and this point is very important. Okay, green color converted to white color. Why? Because of loss of the water, and again heated we get a reddish brown, which is ferric oxide, and along use of the toxic gases and smell, rotated smell and toxic gases, that is SO2 and SO3. Okay, this is acidic gases. Okay, so these are obtained. So note down these all the points in your notebook. Okay, right. Now take another example for same reaction. Okay, so please note down this one. Okay students, now take the another example for the decomposition reactions. Okay, so take another example that is about which is the already used in the video number 1, that is lead nitrate. Okay, which is white powder lead nitrate. Okay, PbNO3 twice. Okay, it is in solid stage. Okay, lead nitrate PbNO. Okay, right here lead. Okay, practice all the formulas here. Lead nitrate. Okay, so also write the color here. It is a colorless, means it is white powder. Okay, white crystals. Okay, now thermal decomposition carried out. So thermal means we get heat the substance. Okay, heat the substance. As we know that in decomposition reaction one substance is break down to two or more substances. So what we observe here, we get PbO, lead oxide. Okay, lead oxide is obtained of solid state, plus nitrogen dioxide gas is liberated, plus oxygen gas is liberated along with the products. So single substance due to the heat break down into two or more substances. So here heat is used, so it is called as a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, it's example for a thermal. Okay, thermal decomposition reaction. FeSO4 is also thermal, and here also we use the heat to break down the substance. It is also thermal decomposition reaction. So lead nitrate colorless. So we observe that when we heated the substance lead nitrate into the test tube, okay, we observe that after some time yellow color formation. Okay, this white color is converted into the yellow color powder. Okay, which is not in PPT. Okay, that is lead iodide in the first video. That is lead iodide precipitate, but here not precipitate, it is yellow powder. Okay, which is solid yellow powder is obtained. Okay, right, yellow powder. Okay, yellow powder. Okay, it is white powder, we get a yellow powder. Okay, there is no change. Yellow powder only color is changed. Okay, yellow powder, and here nitrogen dioxide gas, that is the of color of a reddish brown gas. Okay, reddish brown gas. Okay, the oxygen is colorless gas. Okay, so here very important point here. It is example for thermal decomposition reaction. Number 1 point. Okay, is example for thermal decomposition reaction. In the examination they ask define thermal decomposition reaction. So what is the definition? Right. The reaction in which heat is used to decompose the substance is called thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, heat is used to break the substances. Next, what are the examples they ask is, right, example FeSO4, one example. Okay, FeSO4 we get Fe2O3 plus SO2 and SO3. Okay, gases. This example also, okay, that example, or also this example, that is lead nitrate is heated, we get lead oxide is yellow in color, and reddish brown is a gas is nitrogen dioxide, and colorless gas is a, okay, which is oxygen. Okay, so here very important point to remember these products. Okay, they ask which color gas is liberated. Okay, when lead nitrate is heated. Okay, which color gas is reddish brown gas is liberated. Okay, they also found what is the name of the product which is yellow in color, that is what lead oxide. Yellow in color is lead oxide, and what is the color of reddish brown gas? Nitrogen dioxide is a reddish brown color. And also they ask a reddish, name the gas, reddish brown gas obtained during the decomposition of a lead nitrate, that is what nitrogen dioxide gas. Okay, so remember the points here. Lead nitrate color is colorless. Okay, lead oxide color is yellow color, and nitrogen gas color is a reddish brown gas. Okay, so this is also example for a thermal decomposition reaction, or also simple decomposition reaction. Okay, if they ask a thermal decomposition reaction, write this example. If they are simply decomposition reaction, write this example. Both are same. Okay, simple heat is used, mean it is a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, hope this second example is also understood for you. Okay, so note on this all reactions. Okay, so here balance the reaction here. So we get 2 here and 2, and then okay, 2 this is balance. Okay, lead 2. Okay, then oxygen is here 2 and 5, and also here 4 2 4 1 5. Okay, so it is balanced. Lead 2, nitrogen here nitrogen 2, so we have to balance the nitrogen also. Okay, nitrogen correct. Okay, so nitrogen 2 correct, nitrogen is 2, right? Nitrogen is here, nitrogen is balanced correct, so we have to balance the nitrogen here. So we get nitrogen is 4. Okay, we get the nitrogen is 4 because here 2 and 2 4 nitrogen, so it is 4 nitrogen. Certainly it is balanced. Okay, so these are what here 6. Okay, here we also balance the oxygen. Okay, so this is what an example for thermal decomposition reaction, right? So note down this. Okay, students, now take the another example for the decomposition reaction. Here now I use electricity. Okay, so in the thermal decomposition, in the decomposition of FeSO4, we use heat. So now in this example I use electricity. So what does it means? What means here the substance can be break down into 2 or more substance with help of electricity. Okay, it is called as electrical decomposition reaction. Okay, the reaction in which electricity is used to break down the substance into two or more substances, right? So here this process also commonly used for water. So okay, breakdown of water, that is H2O. Okay, H2 plus O2. So it is called as electrolysis of water. Okay, electrolysis of water, where electricity is used to decompose the water molecule. Okay, so here very important 2 marks diagram is there. Okay, important 2 marks diagram. Okay, that is the first diagram of class 10 for important for 2 marks, that is electrolysis of water. So now draw the diagram, right? So for this you have to write first one mug. Okay, one mug, right? So one mug like that, mug. Next you have to put 2 electrodes here, 2 electrodes here. Okay, 2 electrodes of same size. Okay, these are the what? 2 graphites. Okay, we call graphites. Okay, now these graphites are covered with a test tube. Okay, covered with the test tubes. Okay, these graphites are covered with the test tubes. Then these graphites are connected to the 6 volt battery. Okay, these are connected to the 6 volt battery. 6 volt battery. Okay, this is the battery. Okay, the inside is the what? Graphites. Graphite. Okay, then cover with the test tube. Test tube. Okay, now make here diagram bigger. Okay, test tube, right? So here what we observe that here collection of, so here put a water, so now pass the current. So we observe that the collection of gases here also like that gas is collected. Okay, here some amount of, a small amount of gas is collected, that is what? Oxygen gas. Okay, here oxygen gas, because of water molecule having a H2O, when current is passed it is having a H2 plus O2. Okay, H2 plus O2, right? Gas and liquid. Okay, like that, right? So balance here we get O2 means we get 4. Okay, balance. Now 4H2, 4H2, O2, O2. Okay, balance. Now here when electricity is passed through the water molecules, what happened? Electrolysis of water taken place. The water is broken into H2 and O2. Okay, this is decomposition reaction with help of electricity. So it is nothing but anode. Okay, it is anode is plus, and it is a cathode, that is a negative. Okay, cathode. Okay, the test tube at the anode collected the gas, actually as oxygen gas. Okay, and at the cathode which gas collected? At cathode H plus, that is a hydrogen gas is collected. Okay, hydrogen gas. So that is very important, you have to remember here. So in the electrolysis diagram, you when drawing the diagram, in the test tube which is plus side, anode is collect oxygen gas, and at the negative cathode side test tube having hydrogen gas, and the value of H2 is more than that of O2. Okay, so O is less than H2 is O because of H2O, because 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen, so which is in the ratio of 2:1. Okay, it is 2:1, H2O 2:1. So that is the decomposition of H2O molecules in the ratio of, okay, the hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio of 2:1. Okay, it is hydrogen, 1 is oxygen. So hydrogen and oxygen are decomposes with the help of electricity in the ratio of 2:1. Okay, hydrogen is to oxygen, oxygen is to hydrogen means 1:2. Okay, so 2 things is there. One is hydrogen is to oxygen. Water 2:1. Okay, would reverse direction, oxygen is to hydrogen, it is a reverse 1:2. Okay, you have to remember it. Okay, carefully read the question. The decomposition of water molecules in the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2:1. Oxygen to hydrogen is 1:2. So this what a diagram of electrolysis of water. Okay, here battery, here cathode is negative, anode is positive, here test tube, here inside graphite, and here water. Okay, and pass electricity with help of one switch here, one switch, that is plug, key plug. Okay, key plug, and current pass, it is decomposed into H2 and O2. H2 is collected in the cathode side and the anode side oxygen gas is collected. So in the examination they ask which gas, name the gas collected at the anode and collected at the cathode during electrolysis process. So you have to remember, at the cathode hydrogen gas is collected, at the anode it is oxygen gas is collected. So this is a very important diagram and very important concept of this electrolysis, decomposition of reaction using electricity. It is called as electrolysis of water. So example for this is this diagram and this equation. Okay, so now we have read two types of decomposition reaction. One is thermal decomposition reaction, in which heat is used, example ferrous sulfate and lead nitrate, and example 2 for decomposition reaction is electricity. Okay, in which electrolysis of water is being studied. Okay, so these are very important concepts. Okay, so draw this diagram and write this equation and write these very important points. Okay, so right, we come to the next step. Okay students, now come to the other type of decomposition reaction, that is last type, that is using sunlight. Okay, now in this type we use sunlight is a source of energy to break down the substance into two or more substances. Okay, here sunlight is used to decompose the decomposition process, so it is called as a photochemical decomposition or simple sunlight decomposition reaction. Okay, the decomposition reaction using sunlight. Okay, so now I take example is for this is silver chloride. Okay, I take example for this is silver chloride, that is what solid in state. Okay, right here silver. Okay, not Cl2, it is only Cl. Okay, silver chloride. Okay, so now when silver chloride is exposed to sunlight, see here no heat required because of this sunlight is used here, so no heat, no electricity, only simply take a china dish. Okay, take a china dish, on the china dish put 10 AgCl2 silver chloride solid, which is powder in state, and expose to the sunlight. After some time what happened, we observed that gray color. Okay, gray color substance form. Okay, gray color substance is formed, and that substance is nothing but water. Form is due to the decomposition of silver chloride into silver and chloride. Right, it's very simple. Actually it is white in color, silver chloride white in color. When it is exposed to the sunlight, when it is open exposed to the sunlight, we observe that gray color substance is formed, and that gray color substance is formed is due to the decomposition of silver chloride into silver and chloride. Now balance the equation. Chlorine 2 means here 2, so 2 chlorine, 2 Ag means 2 Ag. Okay, it is balanced. So very important, during the decomposition of silver chloride, why the gray color substance is formed? That is very important question. So why formed? Because of this gray color is formed because of the AgCl2 is decomposed into Ag and Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. So write down the action meaning here. We see that right here we see that white silver chloride. Okay, white silver chloride, that is AgCl, turns gray in sunlight. Okay, in sunlight. This is due to the decomposition of, okay, which type of decomposition? photochemical decomposition. Okay, decomposition of, okay, I write simply here, decomposition of silver chloride, okay, that is a AgCl, silver chloride into what? Silver into silver Ag and chlorine that is Cl2 by sunlight or simple light. So that is very important point you have to remember in the examination. White silver chloride turns gray into sunlight. Why? Because of this is due to this silver chloride is turned into the gray color because of the decomposition of this AgCl2 into Ag and Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. So this is very important point you have to remember. Okay, so silver chloride is white in color. When exposed to the sunlight, it converts into the gray color. Why it is converted into gray color? Because of the formation of Ag and Cl2. Three things are there. One thing, silver is a white color. When exposed to sunlight, it is converted to gray color. First point. Okay. What is the gray color? Gray color. Why gray color is formed? Gray color is formed due to the sunlight. Okay. What happened? Third point. Due to the sunlight, this AgCl2 break down into Ag and Cl2. Means if you want to break this AgCl2, we require sunlight. Okay. So with sunlight, this is breakdown. When this is breakdown, we get AgCl2. When AgCl2 are separated, we get a gray color. So very simple logic is there. Okay. Sunlight break down this compound, we get Ag and Cl2 separate. When these both are separated, they are gray in color. When they are joined together, they are white in color. Okay, so that is very important and very important point of to be remembered. Very important point. Okay, this is very important for scientific reason questions. Okay, so you have to remember. So here we have to finish very important three concepts. Okay, about photo on this thermal decomposition. One is electrical decomposition and one is a sunlight is photochemical decomposition reaction. Okay, so now write down this one. I take a time. Okay, it is over. Write down. Right. Then another example for this is there. Okay. Then another example is there, that is silver bromide. Okay. Another example is there, AgBr. Okay. There is another example for photochemical decomposition is there is AgBr, that is in solid state. Okay. It is a silver bromide. Okay. Silver bromide. It is also exposed to the sunlight. Okay. You have to write here, very important. Sunlight. So what we get the Ag solid plus, and here also write solid and here gas. Okay. So Ag solid and Br2 is gas. Okay. So balance to here, 2 balance. Okay. It is another example for a photochemical decomposition. There is sunlight. One is silver chloride and one is silver bromide. These are both are, when exposed to sunlight, they are decomposed. They are decomposed into the substance. And these both reactions are, okay, the both above reactions are, both reactions which are mentioned here, this reaction and this reaction, both reactions are used in the white and black and white photography. Okay, black and white photography. Maybe example they ask which type of equation is used, reaction is used in the black and white photography. So you have right to mention these two reactions. Okay, one is silver chloride and one is silver bromide. Both are reactions which are depend on sunlight for decomposition, and these are used in the black and white photography. Okay, so this is what reactions. Okay, here in the first one, in the first combination reaction, we come across the exothermic reaction where heat is released. But in this case, we observe that the sunlight energy is absorbed by the AgCl. Okay, the heat energy of the sunlight is absorbed by the silver chloride, and the heat energy is absorbed by the silver bromide, and that absorbed heat is break down into the two substances. Okay, here energy is absorbed. In a combination reaction, exothermic reaction, heat is liberated, but here heat is absorbed, so that is called as an endothermic reaction. That is called as an endothermic reaction. Endo means absorption. Okay. Another one is that is endothermic reaction. Okay. Meaning right now the reactions in which heat energy is, or simply heat energy is absorbed. Okay. Absorb is called endothermic reaction. Okay. So for example, endothermic reaction example is both the equations. Okay. So in simplifier, in combination reaction we come across the calcium oxide reacts with water, it is formed calcium hydroxide where heat is liberated. Okay, it is called exothermic reaction. Example is that one. Okay, now come to the next one, endothermic reaction. So in the endothermic reaction, heat is absorbed. Okay, heat is absorbed. It is called endothermic reaction. An example is AgCl and AgBr. So in the examination they ask what is endothermic reaction. Give the example. Write the meaning of endothermic reaction. And example are again this repeated. Okay. So here we are completed the type number 2. That is decomposition reaction. So under the decomposition reaction, there are three types of decomposition reaction. One is thermal, one is electrical, and one is sunlight. And in sunlight, we get one type of endothermic reaction where heat is absorbed. Examples are these two reactions. Okay. Hope you understand this concept. So please note this one, both the equations and this meaning. Okay. Right. Okay students, now before going to the third types of chemical reaction, so first take one very important question which is due in the textbook NCERT. That is one very important question. Solve this question and then come to the next one. Okay, so we have two questions is there in exercise. This number 1 question and the second number question which is on electrolysis of water. After solving both questions, we come to the type number 3. Okay, so solution for this answer, see how you write. Okay, so a solution of a substance X, which is X unknown, is used for whitewashing. Okay, so whitewashing means we know about the whitewashing. Okay, that is used in the home for washing of the walls. Okay, that is white powder, white paint which is used to painting the walls. Okay, that is called wall painting, whitewashing. Okay, name the substance and write its formula. Okay, now Roman 1, the substance which is used for the whitewashing. Okay, painting for white painting of to the walls, it is nothing but what? Calcium. Okay, we already know about calcium oxide. Okay, calcium oxide. Name the substance. That substance is a calcium oxide. Its formula is what? Calcium CaO. Okay, calcium oxide. That is over. Okay, so remember here, that is very important point. Calcium oxide is a substance which is used for the whitewashing. Okay, then second point. Okay, then second point, write the reaction of the substance X. Means what? This X substance, that is a calcium oxide with what? With water. With water. We know that this reaction which is combination reaction. Okay, right? So we get a calcium hydroxide. Okay, it is a solid, it is liquid. We get a aqueous. Okay, plus heat. Heat is liberated. This is what? Reaction with the water. So the very important concept. Okay, so for this is one whitewashing substance is a calcium oxide, formula is CO, and second one already we studied in the combination reaction. Okay, so very important. So write down this important. Come to question number 2. That is last question of this exercise. That is why is the amount of gas collected in the one of the test tube in the activity 1.7? That is what? Electrolysis of water. Okay, this activity water, electrolysis of right here. This is nothing but water. Electrolysis of water. Okay, electrolysis of water. Okay, decomposition, second type where electricity is used. So decomposition of water. Okay, double of the one test tube, double of the amount of collected in the other. Okay, see the gas which is double collected in the test tube. Okay, one gas is double than the other gas. So identify that gas. Why one gas is double than the other gas? So the answer is because in test tube we observe that here in the anode, in the cathode, we observe that oxygen is this much, means it is double, hydrogen double. Okay, why this happened? Why hydrogen gas is double than oxygen? This is because of we know that in water it is H2O, 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. So automatically what happened? The hydrogen is double of the oxygen. It is 2, it is 1. Okay, 2 is to 1. Okay, already I know about the ratio. Okay, so that is answer. When water is electrically decomposed, the constituent gas, okay, the constituent gases having a hydrogen and oxygen are produced in the same molar ratio. Okay, when it is decomposed, the gases are produced in the same molar ratio. It is 2, it is 1. Okay, H2O. So it is in the same ratio. Therefore, automatically what happened? The hydrogen gas is double that of oxygen gas. Therefore, that is the amount of hydrogen is double that of oxygen. Okay, that is why, because of due to the decomposition reaction, the water is decomposed into the same molar ratio, that is 2 is to 1. Therefore, what happened? So the double gas is hydrogen is double than that of oxygen. So the double gas is what? Hydrogen. Hydrogen is double than oxygen. So that is what answer for this question. Okay. So write down this. To the other very important type, that is type number third. Type number third. Okay. First one combination, second one decomposition, and third type of chemical reaction is a displacement reaction. Okay, before going to the definition, first understand the example, then we automatically frame the definition. Okay, so Fe plus, okay, what is Fe? Fe nothing but what? Iron. Okay, okay, we know that iron, next, okay, iron. So next copper sulfate. Okay, this is what? Copper sulfate. Okay, copper sulfate, and we know that copper sulfate is, this is a copper sulfate. Okay, it's a copper sulfate. You observe the color of copper sulfate is a blue in color. Blue crystals is shining, blue crystals are there. Okay, it is a blue in color. Okay, blue color, blue crystals, blue crystals. You observe copper sulfate. Okay, here observe the copper CSO4. It is color is a copper sulfate. Okay, now what here? Copper sulfate is a okay. I record a solution aqueous, so it is solid. So I make the copper sulfate solution like that. It is a blue copper sulfate. Okay, here observe, it is the solution of copper sulfate, right? It is the solution of copper sulfate. It is called aqueous copper. This is aqueous copper sulfate. Okay, now Fe means I use this name. Okay, I use this name. Okay, you observe this is a name. Okay, tied to the thread. Okay, this is Fe and it is a copper sulfate solution aqueous. Okay, now what happens? See, when this reaction taken place, what happened? So observe, you observe the color of the nail is shining. Okay, it is silver shining color. Okay, now I drop this in the reaction. So what happens? See, when Fe iron is drop into the copper sulfate solution, after few times, see what happened to this reaction. Okay, wait for a minute. We see what happened to the reaction. Okay, so it is take a time. So I hold it in my hand. Okay, so I write the definition. So I already know when Fe is reacts with copper sulfate solution, I observe that reaction taken place, and we observe that the product sides FeSO4. Okay, aqueous, sorry, solid. Okay, it is solid plus it is a Cu. Okay, it is aqueous. Okay, this is what takes place. Okay, now wait for it and reverse it. This is solid. Okay, this is solid and this is aqueous. Okay, this is aqueous. Now what happened here? See, the reaction take a time. Okay, see, Fe is an iron. When it reacts with copper sulfate aqueous solution, we observe that in the place of Cu, what coming? Fe is set here. Okay, in the place of Cu, what happened? Fe means what? Fe is displaced with the Cu. Okay, means copper is displaced by the Fe. So what happened? When this Cu is removed by the Fe, so it is what? FeSO4, and this displacement is only possible when Fe is more stronger than Cu. Okay, this reaction is only possible when condition is there, the Fe element is more reactive than the salt. Okay, salt element. So salt is weaker and element is stronger, means then only the reaction taken place. So this reaction taken place means Fe is more reactive than copper. Therefore what happened? Fe displaces. Okay, Fe displaces copper from copper sulfate and they form FeSO4. Okay, this is the reaction taken place. Okay, what happened here? Fe is more reactive than copper sulfate, copper. So automatically Fe is displaces the copper, they form FeSO4 and copper is separated. So this is what a displacement reaction. So what is the meaning of displacement reaction? Displacement reaction is a chemical reaction in which more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. Definition is more reactive element displace less reactive element from their salt. Okay, copper sulfate salt. Okay, from their salt. So observe that this is blue in color. Okay, one point to remember that this solution is blue in color. When Fe is react with copper sulfate solution, these blue colors get fade. Okay, means slowly the blue color is dropped and that blue color is converted to the green color. Okay, green color solution, green color. Okay, that is very important. When copper sulfate is a blue color is reacts with the iron, that blue color is get fade, and after fading this color is dull. After dull of this color, when this color is totally vanished, then automatically this blue color converted to the green color. Okay, green color, and that indicates the formation of this reaction is taken place. Okay, that is very important. Okay, iron is more reactive than the copper and the iron net displaces from the copper solution, as the solution fade is faded and converted to the green color. So if we wait for a second, we observe that it is converted to gray color. Okay, solution is gray color. So what about nail? The nail is getting to a brown color. Okay, brown color. So nail startingly we observe it is a silver white color, but when reaction taken place, this solution is green color. Okay, blue color solution converted to the green color solution, and the iron nail which is white is converted to the brown color. We observe here. Okay, slowly observe here. We observe that the blue color is obtained here. Okay, and you observe here. Okay, here some of blue color is obtained. Okay, if you carefully observe means we observe here some type of reaction is very slow. So but here tip you observe that some of blue color is obtained. So it is taken time. Okay, if you kept it for a half an hour, it is the reaction taken place. Okay, so this report there is three changes here. Okay, one changes was displacement is there. Okay, more reactive displace, less reactive one case. Second one, this blue color is converted to the green color, that due to the copper separated one, and third one, nail is converted to the brownish color. Okay, it is a brown, reddish brown color, nail is converted. So that is what a displacement reaction. Okay, so take another one example of displacement reaction is, okay, you write on this. Okay, note this one. Okay, let's come to the next one. Example, that is of zinc. Okay, another example metal is zinc. It is solid plus copper sulfate solution. It is aqueous. So we observe what happened. Zinc is more reactive, means which answer is right. ZnSO4. It is solid. Sorry, it is aqueous. Okay, plus what happened? Cu is solid. Okay, this is reaction is obtained. Okay, there is another example is there, that is lead. Okay, lead with the copper chloride. So what happened? The answer is, so the discovery reaction is lead chloride PbCl2 plus copper. So it is a solid and it is aqueous and it is solid. So these are what different reactions of okay, lead chloride, copper chloride, lead chloride and copper. So these are what 4 reactions is called displacement reaction. Okay, first reaction FeSO4, Fe more reactive than Cu, so displacement takes place, and Zn is more reactive than Cu, so displacement takes place. So Pv is more reactive than Cu, then displacement takes place. So these are what displacement reaction in which the more reactive element displaces the less reactive element from their salt. Okay, so with experiment also we observe the diagram. Okay, so still okay, we observe the brown color obtained. Okay, see the brown color is obtained. Okay, we observe that brown color in the main observe here. Okay, observe here the brown color is obtained. Okay, that is what, and slowly we observe that is greenish color. Okay, now turning to green. Okay, when you wait for a half an hour, it is turned into green. Okay, okay, wait for it, but the nail is converted to light blue. Okay, brown color, right? The displacement action slowly taken place. Okay, so please note down these 3 examples. Okay, right. Okay, students, come to the fourth type of chemical reaction is, that is double displacement reaction. Okay, single displacement reaction, last type is a displacement, that is single displacement reaction. It is a double displacement reaction. Again, first write the example of this reaction, then go to the definition. Okay, the example is I take sodium sulfate Na2SO4 plus barium chloride BaCl2. Okay, these are the 2 substance compound. One is a sodium sulfate. Okay, sodium sulfate, and here barium chloride. Okay, barium chloride. Okay, so both are in aqueous state. Okay, both are in the aqueous state. So what we observe that there is a displacement reaction is like that. BaSO4, in the place of Na, B is came, and in the place of Ba, Na is came. So what happened? NaCl. Okay, this type of reaction is carried out, and this is solid and this is aqueous. Okay, this is solid and this is aqueous. So balance here 2 and 2. Okay, so 2. Okay, here, sorry, here not. Okay, Na2 balance. Okay, O4 balance, Ba1 balance. Okay, Cl2 and Cl2 balance. Okay, balance chemical equation. So here this is the reaction. We see observe here double displacement takes place. Okay, one displacement is by the Ba and one is by the Na. Okay, means exchange of ions. Okay, the BaCl2 having B plus ions and NaSO4 having Na plus ion. These Na plus ion and Ba plus ions are exchanged to each other. Okay, Cl2 and NaCl, and BSO4 is BaSO4. So double displacement takes place. So this is called as double displacement reactions. So what is the definition of double displacement reaction? So write down the definition of double displacement reaction. It is the chemical. Okay, it is the chemical reaction in which there is an exchange of ions between the reactants. Okay, between the reactants. Okay, see, this is the reactant. BaCl2 reactant is exchange their Ba plus ions with the NaSO4 Na plus ions. So that is a displacement reactant is called a double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Okay. So now, when double displacement reaction taken place, we observe that this is white PPT is formed. White precipitate is formed. Precipitate. In the last video, we have learned about yellow PPT. Like that, a white PPT look like a chalk powder. Okay, it's produced, white PPT produced, and this white PPT nothing but what? NaSO4, BaSO4, that is solid in state. So PPT is solid in state. So BaSO4, so barium sulfate is white PPT is produced. Okay, and the remaining aqueous solution is NaCl. Okay, therefore, in this reaction, white precipitate of BaSO4 is produced. Okay, is a producer. So this reaction is called as, this reaction is called as precipitation reaction. Okay, precipitation reaction. Okay, so what is your precipitation reaction? The reaction in which the precipitate is formed. Any reaction, maybe it is yellow PPT, maybe it is white PPT. Any reaction in which the precipitate is formed, such reaction is called as a precipitated reaction. Okay, again repeated, any reaction in which the precipitate is formed, such reaction is called as a precipitation reaction. Okay, very important, precipitation reaction. Example is BaCl2 and sodium chloride. These are the both example for a precipitation reaction. Okay, so why this, in examination they ask why this white precipitate is formed. Okay, why this white precipitate is formed, why this white precipitate is formed. This is because this white precipitate is produced because of by the reaction of SO4 minus 2 and Ba plus 2. Okay, because of the reaction of SO minus ions and Ba plus ions, that is why it is white precipitate is produced. So this is very important point you have to remember in a double displacement reaction. Okay, so in the double displacement reaction, first meaning and then example, that is sodium chloride and barium chloride, when they react with each other, they form the white precipitate, and that white precipitate is called as a precipitation reaction. And why this white precipitate is formed is, it is this white precipitate is obtained because of the reaction of the Ba plus and SO4 minus 2. Okay, Ba plus 2. So these are what the important concept about the double displacement reaction. So here in this video we are take very long concepts. Okay, we start from the types of chemical equation, where we learn about the combination reaction and exothermic reaction, endothermic reaction. Then we are take about the decomposition reaction and the different three types of decomposition reaction: thermal decomposition, electrical decomposition, and sunlight photochemical decomposition reaction. And later on we come to the double displacement and single displacement reactions. Okay, hope this video is a clear view for the all the types of chemical reactions. Okay, so another time revise this video, and another time watch this video and memorize all these four types with their example, with their chemical equation, balanced chemical equation. So this is very important. From these here maybe 3 or 2 marks questions are asked. Okay, so these are what type of equation of this video. Okay, so this video is totally about the types of reactions. In the next video we are take about the other types, that is oxidation and reduction reaction. For this we have to make another video. So for this video it is enough. Okay, so thank you for watching it.